Hey everybody, welcome back to Lost Story Time. Today we're going to talk about birthdays. My kid's birthday is today at the time of release, so I have it on the brain. Today we're going to talk about how birthday parties got started, how we spend them, and some stats on birthdays. So let's get started. So how did birthday parties get started? Well, the earliest recorded mention of birthday parties comes from the Bible, Genesis 40:20. Now the third day of the Pharaoh's birthday, and he gave a feast for all the officials. Interesting enough, this is interesting to how we celebrate birthday parties today with a bunch of people getting together and eating. And that story comes from about 3,400 years ago, so it's not a new phenomenon. Pharaoh-nomenon. That's a bad joke, but stick with me. It was the Pharaoh phenomenon, Pharaoh-nomenon. Now, this isn't to say that birthdays were celebrated by everyone, but it was mostly just the rulers. And by rulers, I mean kings and pharaohs and such, not desktop implements for measuring. Another bad joke. The people in the town would come and they would bring the rulers gifts like wine, food, and homemade gifts. The idea of every man, lady, and other really having birthday parties didn't come about in America until about the late 1800s. So when Christians came into Egypt, they were like, hey, you shouldn't have birthdays, only Jesus should have a birthday, and that's why we celebrate Christmas. As it moved through Europe, they decided that saints should also have birthdays. So then the saints started having birthdays, and then it just kind of worked its way down. Fun fact, the birthday song was written in 1893. I thought it was like ancient, but no, it's only 19 years before the Titanic sank. So why did birthdays start? Well, it's children, really. And it started because people actually started giving shit about their children. This is a quote from The Atlantic, I think says it the best. Kids' birthday parties may have been an early hint of how American children were starting to be viewed as less valuable economically, as workers, and more valuably emotionally, as family members. That's right. Before this shift, they were like, we need workers have babies, and then they were like, you know, I kind of like these little fuckers. So another point that the Atlanta article points to, which I thought was interesting, I don't know if I believe it, but it's clocks. So this dude Howard Chudakoff is a historian that said that this was about the same time where homes started getting reliable clocks, and because they were having reliable clocks, time was more of a thing. So they could actually see the passage of time. Birthdays was a good way of measuring how much time had passed. The other part of that idea is that when you're measuring how a child is growing, you measure them against other children. And birthdays are the exact same point in both those child's lives. So where does my 6-year-old rank with this other 6-year-old? That was also Chudikoff who said that. So, the thing that I think is true about that one is that when you go to a store with a kid, you always get the same question of how old are they? And I think that is so, it could be small talk, but it could be the ceaseless talking of my kid that forces them into small talk. But it also could be, I have a small child at home, how does my small child compare to this youngling? So, how do we celebrate birthdays? Well, in America, we have birthday cake with candles, which is lifted directly from Germany. A thing called Kinderfest, which I like, kid festival. We sing Happy Birthday because we sing Happy Birthday to You, which was written by a school teacher for her and her sister. Like the school teacher wrote it, and the sister added Happy Birthday to You. But she would sing it for her students. And then in Mexico, they use piñatas to celebrate, something that's very much in the West too, or very much in America, I should say. If you don't know what a piñata is, it's like a gang beating, but instead of rival gang members, it's brightly colored cardboard and crepe paper. Unlike gang members, it's filled with candy. Candy comes out when you beat it, and as far as I know, that does not happen with gang members. And the other fun thing that we do is you're blindfolded when you're hitting the piñata. And I also don't think gang members do that. In Germany, they do a crazy thing I thought was pretty interesting where single people in their 30s go do chores in public, like sweeping, to show that they're eligible. And I'm like, hey, if you're going to do that, I think maybe bringing some treats is a better way. Canadians get greased, and it's by their friends and family, and they're chased around and buttered. Do on you. Here in the USA, we do birthday pinches, but in Italy, they do birthday ear pulls. In Greece, it's bad luck to wish someone happy birthday before their actual birthday. And in Vietnam, they celebrate a communal birthday / New Year called Tet, where everyone turns a year older. Now let's finish this off with some rapid fire birthday stats because I'm tired and I need to clean the house before my kid's guest arrives. According to Statista, at 31%, the highest category of birthday spending is between $51 and $100. And that's 31%. This is from a 2008 study. That's followed closely by $100+ at 29%. And third was $31 to $50 at 24%. Meaning that 54% of people surveyed spent at least $31 per child per birthday. I really feel bad for the 2% of kids who had zero spent on them. And so these are some of the most expensive parties. Most of them are birthday parties. The first one's not, but hey. So the most expensive party, according to Swoop Whoop, was the opening of the Atlas Hotel in Dubai at $31 million. The second was the Sultan of Brunei's 50th birthday party at $27.7 million. The Bat Mitzvah of Elizabeth Brooks at $10 million. She is some famous person's kid. David Bonderman's birthday celebration and Malawati, her 47th birthday bash, they both were $7 million. This makes me feel bad for just buying a whole bunch of future Garbage Patch shit for my kid's birthday party off Amazon. But that's what we're doing. Finally, according to the big domain, the only important birthdays are 1, 16, 18, 21, and then the 10s going forward, 30, 40, 50. But interesting, the list stops at 100. My kid's turning 6, so it's good to know that his birthday is just as unimportant as Lucille Randon, her 122nd birthday. Both not important. 1, 16, 18, 21, 30 and up until 100. After 100, Lucille, you don't deserve any more birthdays. You've run the quota. Anyway, thank you for watching this. I was going to put pictures on here, but I don't think I'm going to because I really do need to clean. But thank you for watching. Hope you learned some, and subscribe. All the sources will be in the description of the video. And all my kid wants for his birthday is for you to subscribe. Thanks for watching.